Ladies and gentlemen, we are back looking at FC25 gameplay mods, the greatest FC25 gameplay mod. Ladies and gentlemen, I want a quick little apology to Anth himself, Anth Gameplay, who makes this gameplay mod. I'd done a video on this channel a few days ago, like a week ago now, basically showcasing the Anth Gameplay mod, and I made the mistake. I added other gameplay mods on top of it, not realizing I added them in, which conflicted with Anth Gameplay mod, which is why it was so different. So, I wanted to make a new video basically showcasing all of the gameplay additions that Anth Gameplay has. Anth reached out to me and basically said, you know, he pointed out that I made the mistake, and they actually gave me full access, ladies and gentlemen, full access to all of the add-ons of this mod. Not just the standalones, but all of the add-ons as well. The options that you get, there's like over 300 options, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely mind-blowingly insane. So we're going to add them in. Hopefully I add them all correctly this time. Again, I do apologize for that. There's a bunch of stuff we can read, a bunch of add-ons we can have. There's a wildcard mod, and if you know me, you know I love a bit of randomness. So I'm very excited to see what that entails, and hopefully now this can be implemented into our player career mode and we can have a lot of fun. So I'm going to leave Ant's Patreon in the description, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still playing FC25 or FC24, because I'm pretty sure his gameplay mod is still for FC24 as well, you can get, I highly recommend going to his Patreon, becoming a member, join their Discord as well, and get this gameplay mod. It is absolutely insanely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. It completely transformed. It's the only reason I'm playing FC25 again, can I just say. Otherwise, I was not going to reinstall this game if not for this mod. So without further ado, we're going to dive in and have some fun. I'm going to show you how to install it, and also we're going to look at some of these little add-ons and see what they can do. So once you have Anth Gameplay mod and you extract it, you'll see it up here. It says Anth FC25 Gameplay mod version 7 full gameplay package tied to update 13. So when you open it, you are greeted with this, a bunch of PDF files basically welcoming you. There's installation guides, basics explanation, required settings, etc, etc. So I'm going to open up the basics explained here, and we're going to have a little read through. So it does say the standalone version, the core experience, and it gives you a little rundown of what the core experiences do entail. The standalone version is a fully developed, balanced, and carefully crafted gameplay mod. It is not just a base, it is a complete polished experience designed to offer the most balanced, realistic gameplay right out of the box, ladies and gentlemen. So there's new ones as well. This is what I used in episode 1, the Natural X Plus, built on the same foundation as Natural X, but featuring additional animation trigger work for those who want an even slower tempo. And then you have some little implementations here. So you have regular, slow, fast. You also have some bonus ones, fast and fluid, which I used in episode 3, I believe, just to test it out. That's all the full gameplay packages. But then you also now have options, ladies and gentlemen, to fine-tune your experience. He does say I strongly recommend starting with the standalone version. Again, I'm hoping I install these all correctly. This isn't, you know, me showing you the best version possible. This is me. I'm going to be basically adding in a bunch of add-ons. Some of them may conflict, which I don't know again. So watch out for the comments. Maybe they'll leave a comment basically saying I'm an idiot again. But I want to just go full carnage mode, full chaos mode. I'm going to show you different gameplay mods. I'm going to show you on screen and explain what version I'm using so you know yourself as well. And we're going to see the difference. We're going to see Natural X Plus, fast and fluid, wildcard I want to see. And then we're going to add in a bunch of add-ons and see what we can do. It basically takes you through all of the different options and explains what they do. Now, what I mean by that is if you open up the folder, you will see the standalone version and the options. The standalone versions in version 7, these are the full version. So, for example, Natural X Plus, this is what I used to use. If you want to import this, you just need this little file right here in your mod manager, and you are good to go. You don't need to add anything else. It's just one little file, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you have Natural X, you have fast, default, regular, slow, and there's bonus ones for stuff like wildcard, fast and fluid, extra fast and fluid, etc, etc. But what I'm interested in today is the options, ladies and gentlemen. This is what he gave me full access to. Now, you have preset options and all options. Preset options, it is a text file explaining what that means as well. So I've created preset options to help you get started. Each preset option features a cluster of different options combined into one. Interesting. You must pick a standalone version first. The preset option is then added on top of your chosen standalone version. Very, very interesting. Reminder, it must sit directly above the standalone version. So the preset options, these are basically options that they've already done for you. So for example, short halves preset, you have minimal preset, methodical, light, very interesting. And then if you go back into all options, this is the bread and butter. This is the meat. This is the substance of the options, ladies and gentlemen. Inside all of these, let's say attacking options, right? You think there's going to be one file in there, you open it, boom. You have 2 files already, attacking bases. Then you have a bunch inside there. Other attacks, you have a bunch more inside there as well. I mean, if you go into run frequencies, you have like 10 different options in there. You go back to ball touch and control. You have about 7 different options. Inside each one, you have its own version of what you want, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much. Blocks and interceptions, if you want more blocks, if you want less blocks. Then you go into CPU options. If you want new CPU alternatives, there's a bunch of different options in there as well. Goalkeeper, if you want difficult goalkeepers, extremely weak goalkeepers, very weak, weaker, very difficult. There's so many additions. Like, I could spend half an hour just talking about all these alone. Tactics options, there's shot speed options, referee and foul options, positioning options, physical and balance options. I mean, there's so much to do. Fatigue and stamina, defense. It's absolutely insane. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I've added in a bunch of the mods here, as you can see. So, for example, we have the standalone versions, the Natural X Plus, Fast, blah, 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 all of the standalone versions. And then I added in a bunch of options. Now, again, I don't really know what goes well with what. It's a testing process of what goes well with what you can merge with what and whatnot. I just want to go ham, though, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really do. I should point out, ladies and gentlemen, it does say these options are not required to enjoy the core experience. They should be applied intentionally to tailor gameplay towards a specific approach rather than being combined randomly. Now, again, I'm going to be combining them randomly just because I like chaos. Again, it might not be the best experience, but I just want to see different things. I'm going to add one at a time, just slowly, to see what we can achieve with these options. But again, it does say in the guide here to not combine them randomly, actually, tailor them to how you want your game to perform. I want to actually do this properly. We're going to go slowly. So first things first, we are just adding the Natural X Plus gameplay mod. We're going to load this in, and I'm going to show you how the Natural X Plus gameplay mod looks, and then we'll load a different preset. We'll show you that one, and then at the end of the video, we'll start to add all of the different additions involved, ladies and gentlemen. While the game is loading, I do want to quickly say, in the description down below, we have a second channel, Regents Plays, where we play a bunch of variety games over there, things like Baldur's Gate, Armor, Battlefield, and more. Go over there, subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to reach our first 5,000 subscribers. And also, Regents Pro Wrestling live on this channel every Monday and Friday. We also have Rise now every Thursday. You may have realized it on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, RPW is the #1 wrestling show in sports entertainment, the greatest e-fed of all time. Become a YouTube member today to join Regents Pro Wrestling. Sign your contract in our Discord and get involved. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I promise you, watch 5 minutes of RPW and you will fall in love. There's a little video from Regents Pro Wrestling, the sponsor of this channel, to entice you more. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we'll see you in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Regents Kid YouTube channel is sponsored by Regents Pro Wrestling, the #1 wrestling show in sports entertainment, the most action-packed, immersive, and entertaining show on all of YouTube. Live right here on this channel every Monday and Friday, 5 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the best wrestling shows you will ever see in your life. If you become a YouTube member and join our Discord, links in the description down below, you too can get involved in Regents Pro Wrestling and maybe, just maybe, one day become a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out the 2 live shows every single week, and this is who we are. Natural X Plus. Again, this is the first gameplay mod I used originally, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's really slowed down. It's really methodical, really slow paced, and really makes you, want to pick your pass out, pick your movement out. This is mainly for longer matches, I feel like, because it's so slow. You don't want to have, like, quick matches. You really want to take your time. You can see the inertia as well as you turn. Like when you turn around there, you can see how the player turns, how they move the ball with the new animations. This is just me without holding R2. And again, they're basically walking. That's how slow it is. This is me sprinting. And again, you can see he has a bit of speed on him, but it's nowhere near the default speed of a normal FIFA game. That's for sure. Really slowed down, really methodical. Natural X Plus, really wanting you to, pick your passes, make your moves count, and really build up like real life as Leandro Trossard trying to run past a defender. up on the left-hand side into Declan Rice. Thomas Partey going to go for goal. I thought that was going top bins. But Natural X Plus, you can see how much slowed down it is. And you can see the type of movement that you have. Let's go the opposite end of the spectrum from Natural X Plus to fast and fluid. And let's see the difference. From Natural X Plus to extra fast and fluid, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is still a preset. This isn't an add-on. Again, I hope I do this all correctly. Sometimes I am stupid, but we shall see. And you can already see, ladies and gentlemen, the difference. This is me walking now. You can see there's a bit more spring in his step. And then if we start sprinting, compared to the other one, you can see definitely a bit more zing in his movement. Definitely a bit more spring in his step. And feels a little bit quicker. And again, people who are used to the more arcadey, you know, FC25 gameplay may be more used to the faster presets. There's a few different fast presets as well. There's fast, fast and fluid, extra fast and fluid. And again, just the movement, the passing as well, you can see, has a bit more speed to it as well, which is always fun. Again, it really depends on what gameplay you're used to and what gameplay you like. And that's why I love this gameplay mod. It's not just one gameplay mod that you download and it's like, okay, you're stuck with this gameplay mod now forever. You can literally tweak it however you like, however you wish to tweak it. You can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you like the fast, arcadey sort of zinging back and forth gameplay or the slow, methodical build-up, trying to emulate real life, or you can choose that as well. And I think that is absolutely amazing. I really, 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 really do. Really want to see what wildcard is about. We're going to do wildcard and then we're going to load in regular and we're just going to add in a bunch of add-ons. But first, I really want to see what wildcard is about. Right, wildcard. This is the one I was interested about. And again, it's going to be difficult because you might not see it straight away. Like, I don't know what wildcard actually entails. Does it mean everything is randomized? Does it mean you can get a different one each match? Like, I don't know what wildcard necessarily interprets compared to the other ones. The movement feels nice. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. It doesn't feel bad at all. Moving up and down the pitch. So I'm not sure exactly. You can see the movement differences, though. I love, absolutely love. Trying to switch that one. Gets intercepted, though. See, it's called wildcard. Now, there may be an explanation on one of the guides, to be fair to you. As Raul runs through, Saliba comes across. A crunching tackle to stop the attacker. Let's see the control dribbling. Close dribbling. I think wildcard. Again, I don't know if it is the same every match. I don't know. I think wildcard might be my favorite, though. I think it's a nice mixture. Højlund, and there's a goal. So you can see CPU can get goals. I think I like wildcard, dude. Again, I don't know really what it entails as he's high-fiving all of the fans there. I like the feel of wildcard, though. I really, really do. Now, next thing that we have to do is add a bunch of the add-ons. I'm going to go regular, I think, just because I'm guessing regular plus the add-ons, you will see the most difference between them. So I'm going to go for aggressive, aggressive attack, reduced dribble and touch options, more blocks, new CPU alternative, increased centre-back stamina, IQ very aggressive, very difficult goalkeepers, more difficult harders, ultra. Oh, there's a bunch of inertia add-ons you can choose as well. Inertia is like when you're cutting back and forth. I'm going to go ultra responsive, increase walk speed. Oh, there's so much you can do, dude. Now, I'm assuming they go above the actual gameplay mod like that. I've added a bunch of add-ons, and I just want some chaos. Let's see how it goes. Right, regular gameplay with a bunch of the add-ons. And again, I'm only showing you like a minute of each of the gameplays. I want to quickly preface this as well. I'm literally showing you like me dribbling a minute of the game. I'm not showing the full game. Honestly, like, you know, at first glance, it may be hard to see like, oh, what is actually the difference? Trust me, when you're playing it, especially like full games, each tweak, each standalone preset, each edition, it feels so unique and so different. I can't really encapsulate that in, you know, I don't want this video to be like hours long, obviously, but I promise you, each iteration feels so different from the last. You can tell straight away what preset or what standalone you're using. It's absolutely insane. I'm trying to show as much as I can, but of course, you know, I don't want to, again, go over the top. But this is regular gameplay with a bunch of the add-ons. And again, you may not be able to see it straight away. We do have a new inertia add-on, ultra responsive. As you can see, when he's turning, it goes straight away. And I like the passing. We have very difficult goalkeepers on, so I kind of want to get a shot off. Oh my god, look at the pass. I don't know what pass. Oh, speed I have on. That was a nice ping. I think I have one that increases the pass speed 100%, because that's without sliders. As we run through, and there you can see goalkeeper makes a save. So we got to show some of these additions. We have a camera. That's a camera mod, not the gameplay mod, of course, with the corner mod, but it looks absolutely amazing. I want to see the CPU play a bit as well. All these add-ons. Oh, what a pass. Are going to be amazing. Bruno Fernandez Eriksson. Here is a Casemiro, ball through. You're in Timbers there. And yeah, the passing, especially the power passing, my god. The pass speed is definitely increased here. Nice pass through. I kind of want to let him have a shot just to see if our keeper can make the save, so you can still score against very difficult. Obviously, if it's in the corner, you know, your goalkeepers aren't Superman. You still can get goals, which is nice to see. But I do love when the goalkeepers are on form sometimes to just save absolutely everything when it makes it really difficult to score. Add-on did I have? I see default ground plus through ball distance option extra fast. See, again, you add one little option. This one, it says extra fast, and you can see straight away every time I make a pass, boom, the ball is absolutely zipped across. Like, that's how you can see how each of these add-ons actually add a brand new feature to the gameplay. Again, if you want to slow down the passing, all you do is add like a slow down one or a regular passing, and that'll slow down the passing. You can tweak each individual portion, your passing, your physicality, your movement, your tackling, your goalkeepers. There's a great save there. You can tweak each individual portion of your gameplay. I kind of want to let them have another shot here, if possible. And again, an amazing save there from the very difficult goalkeepers. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait. Again, this is my first ever time doing this. I'll probably make another video in a couple of weeks when I actually understand all the different add-ons and all the different shenanigans that go into this. But honestly, and a massive thank you and appreciation for giving me the full experience of this gameplay mod. I highly recommend, if you're still playing FC25, get this gameplay mod ASAP. It is absolutely fantastic. You will fall in love with FC25 again. And again, we do have a player career mode series. I might even do a manager mode with these as well. Stay tuned. Get involved. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to dive into these mods today and really start to tweak what I want from my gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you in the next one. Much as always, take care and peace. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Whee!